I can call her. All right.
Thing that makes me so mad is how brainwashed our people are. Right.
30.
Yeah, man. Like, you know, I think, like they say, Christianity done taught Esau, the main man that done taught our people, God loves everybody. They teach you no matter what a person does. Like we've been taught, love those individuals in spite of what they're doing and all that kind of stuff. Somebody show hate toward me. I don't like wasting my energy with somebody that don't match my energy. It just make yourself look like a fucking clown. You look stupid. All those different things. So why would I show my love to an individual who don't give a damn or don't care nothing about me, don't care whether if I live or die? It wouldn't even make no sense to even give your kindness and your love to people like that. Even God tells you that in the Bible. He said, I love those that love me, and those that seek me early will find me. That's in Proverbs, I think it's chapter 7 or Proverbs 3. One of them. That's right. He said, I love those that love me. And then, because see, we was taught through Esau, the white man taught our people, uh, God loves the sinner. I used to believe that shit. God loves the sinner, but he hates the sin. No, the Bible tells you in the King James Bible and the Apocrypha, the books that they took out the Bible, they didn't want you to know, is that God hates the sin and he hates the sinner. He hates the sinner and he hates the sin. But see, we was taught backwards in Christianity. The white man, so-called white man, taught everything that the 90% of the stuff that we think we know, it's all, the majority of that shit is 90% of it is a lie. It's only about 10% of it. Let's see, 90, 10% of things that we know that maybe that's kind of hitting nail on the point. That's true. But the majority of that shit that we've been following all our lives, it's all shit. We need to regurgitate that shit quick, fast, and in a hurry. Because it's all been a lie and is a lie. Everything that you thought you knew is a whole lie. Believe everything your enemy tell you, but what your brother tell you, it's a lie when your brother tell you, but it's the truth when the enemy tell you it's right. Everything that your enemy tell you, it's the truth in your eyes. But everything that your brother tell you, your black or Hispanic brother tell you, you argue it, you debate it. You got to have a second thought. That's your opinion. That's your interpretation. But when the so-called white man put it out there, everybody believes it. But you sit up and debate your brother all day. I went into Walmart yesterday. I did about 2 videos about it. One this morning, earlier today, and I think I did another one. I did one last night. It's about 2 of them I did. And I talked about how I was targeted when I went into so-called Walmart. So-called white man at Walmart. I said he was messing with the wrong one. I mean the right one. He messing with the right one. That's what I said in my video. Now, out of all of the people, and I told him up to his face, I said, "You doing? No, I didn't. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry you feel that way. No, yes you did. No, I'm not doing that. The yes you. Yep. So for my mama, she's my mother's coming along good. Um, she still got ways of recovery to go, but I think about what she say every day. What she used to say a lot. You really don't have no friends. We used to we was thinking that we took I'm not gonna lie, I took light of it when we was kids, we took light of it. She'll say, let me tell you something, son. See that person there? They ain't no that person ain't no good. You keep hanging with them now. Something go down. You gonna get the blame for it. You gonna get the worst of the whole blame. The worst they say back in the day, worst end of the stick. You gonna get it, and they gonna walk around scot free, and you gonna be you. You gonna get more. She'll say you gonna get more time than the one, and you ain't did nothing. You hanging with them, and you doing anything with them, they gonna put you in. That's how Esau, the white man, got it set up too. Bro, I can't stand this man. These people, man. These people, they don't do nothing but walk around. You can't even go in the stores, and it's sad. You can't even go in there in peace at all without these motherfuckers harassing you. Harassing you, getting you to the door, asking you for a damn receipt, and all the cameras they got in there. So it just goes to show you the cameras, people that they letting you know we still got to check because the camera sometimes the people can outsmart the cameras. When we talk about revenge, up on the other nation. First thing they want to call our people is they want to try. They really trying to compare our people, the God's chosen people, to the Klan. We are nowhere near that. Or they want to say we are hate group. They'll say, oh, that's a hate group. Nobody is more of a hate group in this world than you all are. White people are, so-called white people. George Floyd is there. Who killed George Floyd? A so-called white man, right? So how is it my Hebrew brothers ain't and sisters ain't never went around? Not even the so-called black Hispanic people that work on y'all's police force went around and put their knee on a so-called white person's neck. Ain't never killed nobody. But if anything, our people get on them force on y'all's law enforcement and they'll kill us for y'all. They'll beat the hell out of us for the white man. Like Ice Cube said, black police showing out for the white cop, the white cop. And that is so true. And I'm so glad he made that song. And I understand more why he created that song. I didn't understand it back then. When you don't understand yourself and who you are, you tend to look at it as, why would they make music with cussing in it? But see, we didn't know no damn better. Cussing and cursing is two different things. We are already cursed as a people. We're cursed. We've been cursed since we were born. That's bad, but cussing is not a bad word. But we was taught that in the Christianity. If I didn't know this, what I know now, all the stuff I know, I wouldn't have never been following what you call that, 7 day, so-called 7 day Adventist. That's man-made stuff, man. The only thing that I agree with is the diet and the Sabbath. That's it. All that other stuff is man-made. Yeah, they teach you in all them the religious Christian churches that God loves everybody. Now here is Esau, lights flash. They always oppressing somebody, and more than likely it's one of our people. And if it is they people, they're gonna be light on them. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I think it was a light showing. Hold on, wait a minute. I could have. Wait a minute. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I could have been wrong, but more than likely, when they pull our people over, that's what it does, man. You know what? I'm wondering. Let's see. It is 8:46 now. Let's go over here. Man, it ain't a minute and an hour go by. My heart aches and hurt to see my mother, our mother, life in the way that she is in, bro. That shit is painful, man. It is. I mean, I trust God just because I have my moments and my you going through your little something. Even the strongest of people sometimes have a moment. But it doesn't mean that they weak and they give. We ain't talking about nothing like no giving up on our faith or nothing. I'm just saying, hell, we human. At the end of the day, we hurt. You don't hurt behind your family members and your people in general. When it comes to Black, Hispanic, and Native American people, something wrong with you. Something ain't right. Esau don't have no kind of spirit like that toward Black, Hispanic. No, the so-called white people, man, they don't. It's not in them. It's not in them to when they come out to do something or when they start and shit. They be trying to get. It's all about blood in their eyes. It's all about killing. When they come together, when they get involved in something, it's all about killing. Yep. We ain't about violence. We just is against injustice against blacks, Hispanics, and Native American people. That's what we're against. Oh, I'm doing good. I'm holding up good. I am. You over there? No.
How we doing today, sir? All right, your total is 341. Go ahead and try again, sir. All right, you have a blessed evening. Stick them to the side. Just stick them right here, and I'll have.
All
You
right.
have a good one.
All right. Yeah. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Yeah, I noticed I ain't said a motherfucking thing to that so-called white woman. They went to speaking in the store, right? I ain't said a goddamn thing. I told you, man, I don't deal with them no kind of way. The only time I deal with them is when we come down to business or something like that. I turned it off because they had some music on right there. I don't even like even talking to them. That's now you have some Israelite brothers. They'll speak to them, and you have a lot of people that will. But for me, we all deal with it in a different way. We all affected by the oppression in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like they done oppressed our people for so long until it's like you be angry. It's like I'm angry. You know what I'm saying? So What would I look like putting good to them, sowing a good something good to them when they ain't done nothing but sow nothing but fucking evil in the planet, and I'm supposed to walk around and act like I don't feel that fucking pain. I'm supposed to walk around and act like that don't bother me. They would be bothered. Just think about it. If you break in so-called white people's houses and whatever, they want they'll have you in their courtroom wanting justice for what you did, and they hogging you down. The so-called white man ain't gonna work nowhere where he or she can't steal, but they watching us like we some fucking goddamn criminals. I'd be crazy to go against my brother for being oppressed by the white man. So-called white woman or child. Saying shit to you. There's a so-called black woman up in there. I ain't wanna like, well, okay, you know, I suppose I kind of like said something to her, but I don't really deal with so-called white people like that. I don't deal with it. I'll tell them, I say, look, we here to do business or whatever. I ain't trying to have no fun with you. I ain't trying to talk to you. I ain't trying to do none of that with you. I'm not trying to do nothing. The only thing you can do is let me do what I need to do, pay for my stuff. You bring my shit up, tell me what it costs, and get the hell up out of there. That's all you can do for me. It ain't no God bless you and none of that shit. Because they don't, how you going to, matter of fact, they even trying to go around and sow the seed of God. And all you did, walked around, it's in your nature to be evil. How can you going to sit up there and take God's holy covenant in y'all's mouth? According to Psalm 49 and 16. What has thou to do with me is to take thy holy covenant in thy mouth. When you find a man, now you may have a few more people out there like me that don't believe in communicating with so-called white people. Matter of fact, my mother told me, she said, the Creole, y'all Creole people didn't like the white folks neither. That's what she'll say. Back then, you know, before I came into the truth, I didn't understand it. But then in a way, I kind of did, but I didn't understand all the way why, but I knew it was for a reason, you know? I knew it was something, but I couldn't understand. I knew it was something going on wasn't right with white, so-called white people and so-called black, Hispanic people, black, but I did not understand why, but I knew it was something going on. I knew they hated our people, but I didn't understand the full sense of why, if that makes sense. And now that I came into the truth, I see kind of why, you know. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't have love for my enemies. A lot of people, a lot of black, Hispanic people gonna watch this video and they gonna think I'm totally wrong, but they not gonna understand. Yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here for right now, and I'll see y'all later.